A man was shamed for leaving a 200% tip for a server. So let's actually get into this because I found this to be slightly interesting. So, a TikTok user has sparked backlash for filming himself leaving a 200% tip for a restaurant server. The man, a self proclaimed multimillionaire who uses the handle at RoKingKang, took to the app on Valentine's Day to share a short video showering the waiter with the very generous gratuity. I love doing this, feels so good making someone's day, he wrote beneath the video, which was filmed in an Olive Garden eatery at an unknown location. The clip shows the man telling the server to swipe on a payment screen until it reaches the maximum tip percentage. Swipe as far as it goes, boom, 200% he enthuses, leaving the elderly server stunned. The bill for the man's meal was just $46, meaning the server walked away with a $92 tip. So let's actually check out this TikTok video. So let's click it on. Maybe turn on the volume.
As far as it goes. As far as it goes. Boom. 200%. Done. $100 for 93. No, I'm for real. Complete. Absolutely.
So I mean, yeah, it's just like a quick, short, simple video. And here's the thing, right? A lot of people probably think, who knows, maybe this is a marketing stunt for products that he might own. Maybe this is just something that he really likes to do. The main thing to really understand about this situation is that that waiter got $92 that he wasn't going to get before, right? That's the main thing to really understand, and that's the way that people should really look at it. Is like, hey, this server probably did a really good job, and he also got a really nice tip, which is pretty cool. And I think everyone should kind of like look at things like that, even if maybe the reasoning behind someone doing this is kind of suspect. The simple fact that the waiter still got the tip is amazing. So several people praised at Roking Kang for his generosity in the comment section beneath the video, with one writing, "Lucky waiter." However, a majority of viewers railed against the TikToker for filming the heartfelt moment. "Who cares? You're only doing it for content," one remarked. Another chimed in, "If you felt the need to film this for internet clout, it doesn't count." Others accused Admiral King Kang for being patronizing and self-aggrandizing. One also questioned whether he was actually a multimillionaire because he was dining at an Olive Garden. On Thursday, Admiral King Kang returned to TikTok to address the backlash, admitting that critics thought he looked like he was bragging and flexing. However, he declared he had no regrets about recording his generous act. "It doesn't matter how you live your life, you'll always be judged by somebody else," he continued. "The best thing to do is ignore the noise and do and be you." So, this is his response video.
So I made it on the news. I guess someone was really upset how I record that I tipped this waiter. He was excellent. All right, 200% tips. They said that I was bragging, I was flexing, that I shouldn't even record it when I do things like this. It doesn't matter how you live your life, what you do, what you say, you will always be judged by somebody else, all right? They will agree or disagree with you. The best thing to do is ignore the noise and do and be you. If that's what you want to do at that moment, do it, all right? If that's what you want to say because you believe it to be true, because it's who you are, then say it. Because I have people that say he's greedy, he doesn't donate or give back to his community. When I do a video that I give back, then people say I'm flexing, I'm bragging, and it's not sincere because I try to get views. So no matter what you do, you're not going to please everyone, so just do you.
And there's a pretty spot on comment, right? Because, for example, that comment that we read talking about if you're really a millionaire, why are you eating at Olive Garden? Where is that comment? Hold on, I want to see that exact comment. Okay, yeah, so yeah. One also questioned whether he was actually a multimillionaire because he was dining at an Olive Garden. What does being a multimillionaire and dining at an Olive Garden have anything to do with one another? It has nothing to do with one another. The reality of people who are millionaires, you're more than likely never going to even know that they actually have money, right? You could literally be at the gas station and the guy with flip flops, with like dirt on his pants, and like a really torn up shirt that might even have like blood on it or something, could probably be a next door neighbor millionaire, right? And you would have no clue. Maybe he owns his own butcher shop. Maybe he owns a special cleaning business for, I don't know, heavy duty cleaning. Maybe there's like crimes done in like cars and they like clean up the cars. You never know with this thing, right? So like what does that have to do with one another? Like it kind of goes to show another side, and it's basically exactly what he said, that regardless of what you do in life, you are always going to be judged one way or the other, right? So, yeah, like he said, just go and do you, right? If you want to film yourself giving money to someone, okay, film yourself giving money to someone. Because at the end of the day, the person that really benefited from it is the person that actually got the money, right? It's like the same kind of like comments that people make when people end up like these influencers or whatever start filming themselves helping out people, right? Maybe people who are like less fortunate than them. Okay, even if they were doing it for clout, even if they were doing it for selfish reasons, at the end of the day, that person still ended up getting helped, right? The person in like a little bit worse situation still got helped. Like that's the main thing, right? So don't focus on why someone did something, right? Or what is like their reasoning behind it, or whether or not they're being genuine. If someone got helped, be happy that someone got helped, right? I mean, you don't really gotta like overcomplicate things, right? And the cool thing about being like generous, you don't even have to be making a lot of money to be generous. Like for example, let's say that you were to get like your haircut however done on like a regular schedule, right? Like let's say that you get a regular haircut maybe monthly, I don't know, right? And typically you just pay for the haircut. You don't leave it like a tip or anything. Well, maybe one day you're like, "Hey, you know what? I want to give my hairstylist a tip. I want to give her a pretty nice tip too, right? Just because I want to give her that tip. I want to be generous and give her that tip, right? If you were to film it, okay. If you were not to film it, okay. At the end of the day, that hairstylist still benefited from getting the tip, right? So the end result is still good, right? Now I'm not saying that all like anything basically can justify the end result because some people do really horrendous things to try to get an end result. But I'm talking more so in the context of people being generous, right? If people are being financially generous and they're filming it, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? The person ends up getting less money that they did not originally have before, right? Like it doesn't really make sense. So I think it's a pretty nice thing that anyone is willing to tip someone a little bit more, even if they're trying to just film it for like some sort of content thing. If you want to learn how to get a debt, go to 14bucks.com.